All right, continuing and wrapping up our Wizards Media Day coverage here on the Team 980 and 106.7 The Fan on YouTube with Deni Avdija. Deni, good to see you.
Everybody, good to see you.
So, how's your off season been? How long have you been back in the States?
Wow, I've been in Israel for like 3 months, and then I came back a little earlier to the States. I'll say beginning of August, and then I stayed here for 3 weeks, worked out, and then came back home for around 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then came back here.
How long does it take you to adjust time zones and everything?
I'm really easy now. Like, I know the technique and how to do it. And
what's the secret?
First of all, like, not sleeping on the flight a lot, which is hard. But you know, you better do that than staying up all night and back home. So
yeah, I got you.
And that's about it.
All right, take notes, go to Israel, don't sleep on the flight. Although I feel like on the way there, is it different on the way there versus on the way back?
Like time-wise?
Well, I'm saying like the technique. Like, do you want to sleep on the flight there and not sleep on the flight back?
So no. So flying from Israel here, you don't want to sleep. So
right.
Let's say I fly from Israel and let's say like 11 p.m.
Okay.
I get here probably around 4 p.m. or like 3, something like that, or 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And then I won't go to sleep immediately, even if I'm gonna be exhausted. Like,
yeah, you got to make it. You got to make it so you sleep through the night.
That's
American
what I'm saying.
Time. Yeah.
I gotta make it till 9:30 at least.
Right.
Then I'm not
going to Israel from DC.
Going to Israel, I feel like you do need to sleep a little bit.
Yeah.
You need to sleep more. But it's easier. I feel like it's easier for me to adjust there.
It's kind of like when you fly to Europe. It's the same direction. Or like you fly California to here. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You can kind of do the red-eye bit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Taking our notes.
Cool.
Now, you weren't the only one, though, that took that flight. A couple of your coaches, I know, like Zach Guthrie, one of your assistants, he went over and saw you in Israel. What's it like for you to have those guys come over and work with you?
Amazing. It was exciting because they finally saw like where I'm from, or like my culture, or like what do we eat, how do we treat each other, like, you know, the love in the air and like the fan support. And I feel like it's important for people to see where I'm from, because then they can understand me, you know, and where I'm coming from, and honestly, like how to be more connected to me.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Connectivity's been a big word. You know, obviously it's always kind of a thing, but like I feel like Will and Michael, and especially Will, like that's his thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I love what the front office is doing. Like, they're asking questions, they talking to us, and they making sure that we feel comfortable and we have the best environment to succeed. And I feel like if it starts from there and we are happy and we're playing good, everybody's happy. So it's a good mentality to have.
No doubt. So I'm going to ask the uncomfortable, silly question, elephant in the room. We all know that it's contract year for you. Mm-hmm. And in talking to players in the past about it, it's kind of like, when you're out there on the court, like you don't think about it. But maybe during the off season as you're training and like you're trying to find that extra motivation, like that's maybe in the back of your mind. For you, was that the case at all?
Maybe it's good. I mean, obviously, I always work hard, no matter like my first year, my second year, no matter what happens. And but like having a contract, it gives you a little additional boost. But I feel like I'm just acting like I'm Deni. You know what I'm saying? I'm not changing anything I'm doing. I know what I'm capable of. I know my abilities and my quality on and off the court. And I feel like obviously I like the city, but you know, like I don't really want to anticipate what happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be smart whatever I do, but I don't want to anticipate and I don't want to talk before everything happens. So I'm cool right now. I love the new guys. I'm settling. I'm working hard, and that's what I'm focusing on right now.
Yeah, whatever happens.
Yep.
You know, you play well, it takes care of itself.
Appreciate it.
So when you hear about kind of the basketball stuff that they want to bring in, and Wes talked about this with us earlier, like the word he uses, modernize. I want to modernize the way we play. I want to play faster. You know, we want to shoot more threes. We want to get after it. Like, how do you feel like you fit? I mean, you're a guy that runs the floor extremely well. So like, how does that faster tempo and the new style fit you?
As having Turbo as my new nickname, it really like it made a smile on my face, like seeing play faster, because I do push the pace a lot and I like doing it. And like finally, if it's gonna be part of our system, it's obviously gonna help me put a lot of benefits. But honestly, I think Wes is doing a great job of like learning the tactics, know how the team's gonna run, and obviously we're young, we're fast, we have a lot of talent, and there's no reason for us to not run. So I feel like it's a good.
Yeah, hopefully that continues to get a few more threes for you guys generated as well. Besides just shooting a lot, is there something specific you can do to help improve your shooting during an off season where you can see a jump in percentage?
Mentality. It's like shooting on days that I don't feel good, on days that I'm tired a little bit, on days that my mind is challenging me to make shots. Even though playing a lot of games versus like all the games I'll play like shooting, but I'm not shooting versus other people. I'm shooting versus myself. Like, this is the hardest competition.
Like a beat the pro kind of thing.
It's like beat myself.
Yeah.
That's the hardest. Like making like let's say 7 in a row and 5 spots, but it can take you 10 minutes and it can take you like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? But being there 2 hours, that's where that's where you try to beat yourself because it's a tough opponent. Be there 2 hours, your mind is like, damn, I'm not making like that's where your mentality needs to be better. And I feel like I did a lot of those stuff during the summer, and hopefully it's gonna benefit.
How you continue to evolve, defensively has kind of been your calling card here. Like, how much time do you spend in the off season defensively, which is something that is such one, it requires another person to practice on some level, but also it's very team oriented. So how do you practice that skill set and keep it sharp during the summer?
It's tough to work on defense. You should work on your body, on your athleticism, and I did it all. How explosive I go and how to use my feet better when I slide on defense, how to be more upright so I won't foul as much, stuff that I need because I know how to defend. You know what I'm saying? I'm smart enough to defend. I know the scouting report, like I read it. I know the players by now, and it's just like the experience makes you better, the body being better. It's all come to a play. So I feel like you don't need to really work on defense in terms of like playing defense, but you do gain everything from doing kind of everything.
Yeah, no, and talking to some people, I'm excited to see what you guys can do on that end of the floor this year, changing up a few approaches. I think that was an off-the-record conversation I had, so I'm not going to get into the tactics because I don't want to get in trouble.
No,
and I don't want to get you in trouble either.
No.
Deni Avdija with us, staying out of trouble here on the Team 980. I know KP was kind of a big brother for you. So how does kind of where you sit in the locker room change, losing that guy as a mentor? Is there someone else that you've talked to a lot that gives you advice, or are you like, okay, I take what he taught me and I'm ready to step into a little bit more of a leadership role myself?
It's going to be hard for Porzingis to hear it, but like Gallinari was kind of like he shows me a lot of similarity in terms of the relationship I had with KP, which is really funny. Like I remember how I established a relationship with KP, and I can see Gallo as like my big brother, like who really understands where I came from because he came from Europe too. So it's great, and I just wish the best for Porzingis. Honestly, like I want him to win a championship. I want him to be in a good team. And, he had his part. He made me feel at home. He made me feel good. And I feel like, that's part of life. Obviously, I'm going to stay in touch with him, but I wish him all the best.
Yeah, that's part of life in the NBA for sure. By the way, his championship odds got a little better this week. The Drew Holiday trade. Good gracious. They're going to be not very fun to play. I mean, fun as a competitor, obviously, but chances of success obviously got a little bit harder. I think the partnership between you and Kyle is so interesting from a basketball standpoint. You're similar size players. Occasionally you guys operate in similar areas on the floor. How has the evolution gone to continue to learn how to maximize both of your abilities when you're on the floor together?
I feel like you establish a relationship on the court and knowing how to play off each other. Obviously, like I'm going to be anchored defensively, and he really is going to be creating a lot offensively. But I think like us working together and being in the team for a long time, he cares about me, I care about him, and I think we're going to have a good year, honestly.
All right, last couple of things for you. First, who do you got in the WNBA finals?
Liberty.
Wow, so many people are picking New York.
I mean,
they're great. I'm surprised that everyone's because Vegas is the favorite.
Yeah, but I mean,
New York's great.
Yeah, New York is good. I feel like just like they're exciting to watch. You know what I'm saying? They got some good players.
Yeah. I mean,
obviously Sabrina.
yeah, very exciting.
Yeah.
And that's Vegas pretty exciting too.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm rooting for Alicia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's been here, so.
Yeah. Okay. That'll help you with her for sure. Although she's still going to be very mad that you picked New York. All right, and then last but not least, we're doing this with everybody. Deni will be the last participant of our Wiz Quiz because we're a sports talk radio show, and that's as creative as we could get with the title. All right, series of fast, quick hitting questions for you.
Okay.
All right, favorite vacation that you've been on?
Wow. Damn. Wow. You know, like, people are gonna laugh, but I don't really go on vacations.
Okay.
Like, I feel like home.
I mean, you live in a place where people,
spot. That's what I'm saying.
go on
like,
vacation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm so busy going everywhere here that, like, when I come back to Israel, I don't want to see planes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I want to sit on the beach, eat delicious food.
That's all I need, though.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I'm going to have time. I feel like when I have family and I'll be a little more mature, I think that's why I'm going to pick up my vacation spots. But
okay. Do you have a place, this is our second one that we've been asking everybody, and it feels like the whole world is open to you. Do you have a place that you want to go on vacation that you haven't been yet?
Maybe Central America.
Okay. That's a great call.
Yeah.
That's a great call. I went to Costa Rica a long time ago.
There
It's
you go.
fantastic.
There you go.
Highly recommend.
There you go.
All right. What's your coffee order?
Depends.
Okay.
Morning or evening?
Oh, you're a morning. Both. Culture us.
So in the morning, I usually drink stronger coffee. I'm gonna say.
Are you like a big coffee guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Like.
Okay.
I'm gonna say espresso in the morning, and then I'm gonna have a cappuccino in the evening because I like to sip it. I like to sip it a little longer, but that's about it.
Okay. Teammate you trust the most to drive on a road trip?
To drive, like
like if you were like, hey guys, we're going on a road trip for the weekend. Who do you want to drive?
Anthony Gill.
Okay, that's been a very common answer. Here's the scary one. Who's the least likely to drive?
Me.
Okay, that's literally every single person said
People
you.
said it, right?
Yeah.
People said me? Like,
Yeah.
How many people said me?
I think we're 5 for 5.
What? You're crazy.
You said you. Why are you surprised? You said you.
Under the bus? That's crazy.
I will say,
That's crazy.
Corey. Actually, no. I apologize to Corey Kispert. I think you're only 4 for 4 because Corey refused to answer the question.
Yeah, because he didn't want to throw me under the bus.
That's exactly what he said.
I respect you, Corey.
All right. I mean, look, man. If the answer
Coach
is
was saying that too.
Okay, no, Wes. I didn't ask Wes the question.
All right, but if you see me driving around DC, just know I'm sorry. Like, I love you guys.
All right, we'll talk to Michael Winger about getting some driving lessons for Deni. All right, best and worst on the aux in the locker room.
Wow, worst. Wow, who's worst? I'm gonna say Kuz on worst.
That's hilarious because he said you.
Really? Yeah. Yo, he crazy. That's insane. I'll tell you why. Because everybody who comes to the weight room while I'm lifting, they're like, Deni, I like this music. Because I'm listening to house, you know?
Okay.
I like kind of like summery vibes music.
Yeah.
Like, everybody loves it.
Yeah.
And Kuz always hating. Like, for some reason.
Or
he loves the vacation spots like Greece, all those places. But then when they play the music there, he's cool with it. But when I play the music, like, he's not cool with it.
It's not what he wants in the weight room,
crazy.
I guess.
Who's the best?
Who's the best? Had a lot of different answers for this one.
Wow. I'm going to say AG.
Okay. That's one we haven't gotten yet. I like it.
I'm going to say AG. Well, who you had mostly?
Kuz said himself, which is hilarious.
Okay, so now it makes sense, right? Like,
yeah. Well, now, I mean, I guess you guys just have different tastes in music. I think that is that's valid. JP got a vote. I'm trying to remember who else. But AG
I didn't get a vote.
No, you have not gotten a vote yet. But,
we'll
at least we know where you're like, we know where to go if we want a very specific kind of music, though.
Cool.
Like, you're an expert in your area. I think there's something to that, Deni.
It's cool. I'm going to like my music no matter what, so.
As you should.
Yep.
Hey, look, it's art. Art is subjective.
Yep.
It's in the eye of the ear in this case of the beholder. All right, last question for you. You get one shot outside the paint for $1,000. Where are you spotting up?
Outside the pin, nowhere.
Yeah, you the obvious correct answer for you as a 6'10" basketball player. If I said anywhere, would be like I'd like to dunk it. So I'm taking that away from you. Anywhere outside the paint. Yeah, outside the paint.
I'll go and float it like floater.
Okay, from right outside the
from
paint.
like right outside the paint. But like,
do we want to just have
bro,
the full music?
I got the worst.
The
taste
full
in
music fight now.
How is it possible? You going to Greece, you're hearing all my music there, you're fine with it. But then when you go into what?
Like you don't have no change up. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get that mix.
I do have a change up. You're crazy. You're not in, you don't listen to music enough. You don't listen to my music enough.
Beyond that other.
All right, I chose you for the worst one too, so we're even.
I actually chose you for the worst car.
Everyone chose him for the worst driver.
No,
You know who else chose him for the worst driver? Him.
Oh, definitely.
At least we know.
I love you.
And that's how we wrap up our Media Day coverage. Deni Avdija, appreciate you.
Thank you.